Hey guys, today we're going to check out Devilfish fast attack boat. And yeah, so it's orange. Um, Not a huge deal. It's a watercraft, so if they're doing rescue missions or whatever, it'll be easy to see. If one's broken down somewhere, they'll be able to see it. It's not really stealthy, but I think of it. It's more of a fast attack speedboat. So I guess by the time you notice it, it's too late. They're already there on you, firing missiles and whatnot. Um, Speaking of missiles, all of you guys out there that have these, you'll know that I am missing two missiles on the front. Um, I have a ton of Devilfish boats, and all my missiles keep disappearing, but they look like that, when they're all together. Um, I just stagger them and kind of, you know, make do with uh, with what I got. Um, I'm sure I got 15 or 20 missiles laying around somewhere, but I could only find three for this review. So I just threw two on this one, and we're gonna go with it. Um, as far as firepower, though, we got twin machine guns on the front, four missiles, unless you fired two already, and then you only got two. And then on the underneath, we got some torpedoes, and quite a bit of firepower for this little guy. Single person, although we got pegs on either side, so you could put three figures on here, and it will float with three figures on it, which is kind of cool. Um, Floats a little low in the water with three figures in, but it floats nonetheless. Of course, we've got twin engines back here, so this thing's got a lot of horsepower, and it's neat. They put a little swivel on there, so you can bring it up out of the water, or if you're, come up on land, they can, not ruin your engines. Removable engine covers, but there's not a whole lot to see there. Kind of boring engine detail. We've got like hoses here, for like a water pump or whatnot, coolant. Uh, that's going to be one of your most commonly missing things is these two hoses right here. And they are wider, thicker than the standard GI Joe black hose. But if they are missing, you can replace them with the standard hoses. And I don't know if you can see in the camera the difference, but this top one here is considerably thicker, but they do fit if you squeeze them on the pegs. If you want to use standard hose, but of course it won't be original anymore, but they'll still be there. So, you know, that's something to consider. Also, commonly missing pieces is the orange tie rod here in the back that helps the engine swing in unison. It's a commonly missing piece, sometimes broken, but mostly just gone. So if you're buying one on the aftermarket, take a look back there and make sure you got that. And of course, always, if you can, take a look at the bottom, see if your torpedoes are there. They do tend to fall off kind of easily unless you jam them up on there real tight. And of course, missiles tend to fall off very easily. Hence, me being without so many. Um, but I think it's a great vehicle, good sculpting. Got a little fuel port here, and nice vents. And from the front, you have a nice profile there. Kind of hydroplanes up, when it's riding at speed. And yeah, overall, great vehicle. Um, they were cheap budget vehicles at the time. 350 or something was the retail, I believe, when they first came out. So kids could afford to get two or three, and have a little fleet, which is nice. Of course, I mean, you can only hold really one or two at a time at most, but it's always nice to have them. Just a few of them chilling. Um, Mine are in various states of repair and whatnot. This would be my most complete one here. It's just missing like I said, two missiles or one missile. Um, but they're great boats. I really dig them. And yeah. Um, did you guys have devilfish when you were kids? Did you like them? Um, I always enjoyed them in the bathtub, but they were fun to take to the lake and stuff too. Take down to the river and play with and whatnot. And pretty fun vehicles. And of course, if you have a tactical battle platform, you can never have too many of these, docked around it and patrolling the area and making sure everything's legit. But yeah, uh, Devilfish. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I really dig mine. I call this a mid-tier vehicle. I really like it. It had a lot of play value as a kid. Um, but it's just not as big and fancy as some of the other vehicles, aquatic vehicles. The water moccasin, one of my favorites, and I think the moccasin just blows this out of the water unless you have a whole fleet. But I say mid tier, and that's not a bad score for it in my opinion. It's just not big and flashy, but still great. It was great to have them as a kid. It's great to have them now. I really like them, and they really fill out your GI Joe Navy. You know, especially if you aren't fortunate enough to have a whale or a flag or anything bigger. Um, these really do the trick. And yeah, so let me know what you think down below. And yeah, tell me if you loved it, if you hated it, if you had one as a kid, if you wanted one. And yeah, let us know down below. We'll discuss it. And uh, that's the Devilfish. And hope you enjoyed the review. And we'll see you again next time. All right.